Amitai, what episode is this?
It's the first episode of our podcast, The Media Buyers.
The media part that we are the people that actually recording
Yes.
and not using some kind of, notebook LLM or something.
Yes. And we are
Very excited.
we're actually doing the campaigns hands-on
Yes.
with our team. And we're here to share our knowledge.
Provide some value.
Yeah, this is the most important thing, that the people that listen to us will go fast to the computer and improve their campaigns.
Yes. And what we'll try to do this episode is to give you 5 steps to make your marketing effort and effectiveness more effective in 2026.
Exactly. So let's start with the first one.
Yes.
I will start with the dashboard.
Yes.
Okay, so remember that we started the company. We needed some kind of tool to like wake up in the morning and see all the numbers in the same place. It's super hard to take the information from Meta and Google and J4 and Shopify and to really understand what is going on.
Yes, because sometimes it's not enough to take a look on Meta or in Google. Sometimes you need to understand the numbers in a more deeply way.
Yeah.
Because what you see in Meta, it has its attribution, and what you see in Google has its attribution, and what you see in Shopify can maybe give you some more piece of the puzzle.
Eventually, when you add up all the numbers, it's not my bank account. Exactly. This is the main issue. And the dashboard will give you it will save you, first of all, a lot of time to understand what is going on.
Help you make some decisions.
Yes. And really understand, I think the main thing for it is to really understand the halo effect for each platform.
Yes.
Because when you will try to lever up, I don't know, you're spending $1,000 on Meta every day. And when you try to like increase it to 1,500 or 20 or 2,000, you will see some kind of change on the bank account or on the new clients or on the existing clients, and the one-stop dashboard that you will see everything will really help you understand all
but
these
I think
numbers.
in this case that you're talking about, when you talk about only one platform, Meta, for example, it's pretty easy to increase its budget and then see how...
If you're running only on one platform, it's super easy.
Yes, and see how it affects your revenue. It's pretty easy. You can do it very easily, but it's getting more complicated when you have, a lot of campaigns and you run campaigns on Google or on TikTok. And this is where you need this place that will merge all the data and show it in very, let's say, easy way to make decisions. And I think when we talk about dashboard, here we are talking about the marketing dashboard or the PPC dashboard. But I think every business owner or every company that we work with, you can see that as you get bigger and bigger, you need to make decisions that based on data and not on your guts.
Hunch. Not on the hunch.
Yes. And you need the dashboards or the BI to make those decisions.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the second one. So the second one, and I think most of the people, I don't know if they wake up in the morning and they're talking about those metrics, but I think every business owner or every PPC campaign manager needs to talk with every client or every person in the room that you will explain to him what you're doing. You need to explain to him in a very simple way, this is the metric that I'm tracking. And everyone understands that if this metric is going up or down, it's good or bad, or it affects my business. Yes. First of all, like it's super obvious, the overall bank account or the total sales. We can take into consideration the returns and the taxes, but eventually one number that reflects the number of sales that you're getting.
Yes.
And the second metric, and then I will let you contribute more, is the MER. MER is not a metric that everyone's talking about. Most of the people are talking about ROAS, but MER, media efficiency ratio, really explain to you if the media affects your business. Let's say into consideration when you're not running like a huge TV commercial, for example, but you're running only Google, Facebook, TikTok, and you have the bank account. When you start increasing the budgets, you need to see the bank account going up with it, the total sales.
And if it's not happening,
then MER will be like lower and lower, will be getting down. And then you understand that you need to pause for a second and do something different.
Some optimization.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. But I think the important point here is to understand that instead of talking about metrics that might be changed according to your attribution windows, or might be changed according to how you measure.
Everyone can show on Meta that the campaign is working.
Yes, I can
The
choose a
ROAS
different.
is 10 or 9.
Yes,
Who cares
more
about
than
this
that.
number?
I can choose a different attribution window. I can do a 7 days click and 1 day view, and I think it's even possible to make it 28 days and 1 day view. And the same story is Google Ads. You can increase and decrease the attribution windows. So from your side, you can give more data to the campaigns, but it will look very good
on paper.
But not eventually, this is not a business metrics.
Yes. What other business metrics we want to talk about?
The total spend.
Total spend.
Yes.
Total sales. MER. New clients. Existing clients.
Yes. I think LTV,
churn rate.
Yeah, everything that will be related
AOV.
To your CRM and is a real business metric, not something that one of the marketing platform shows you. I think it's a good choice, a better choice than counting only on what Google or Meta show you. It is important to do some work with the metrics that you show on Meta and Google. It can give you a lot of data, and you can compare between campaigns, and you can compare between dates, months. It's like comparison apple to apple, but you can't take the metrics that Meta shows you and act like it's the source of truth, because it's not.
What we're doing in our with our clients is like every first of the month, we were talking to the clients, we're saying to them, okay, what is the goal? Eventually, most of the clients' goal is to get total sales.
Total sales, some revenue, some new players to their business.
We're talking about how much revenue they want. This is the MER.
How much they're willing to pay for that revenue.
Yes, exactly. This is the MER that we want to be in. But if we are in this ratio of MER, let's say 5, you can spend more, but you need to reflect it in the MER. If the MER will go down, you need to pause and see what's wrong.
One more point that I would like to mention is some people will hear us and say, but guys, there are a lot of efforts that are not related to what you do.
Yeah.
I think this is a good question. This is why you need to mix between, let's say, the MER vision.
But I can answer to those people. Currently, they have MER.
Yeah.
Currently, they have MER.
But if you go with, I don't know, you go up with some
on the last
influencer.
6 months,
mm-hmm.
the average MER is 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
but this month you
if specifically this month you did something different than the other 6 months, is a different question. But if it's like you're like, we're taking this metric not to show the PPC is working, is to show the effectiveness, the real effectiveness of the media.
Yes, of your spend.
If you're for our opinion, my opinion, is the business owner needs to give the agency or the people that are doing the campaigns the minimum MER as possible, as long as it's profitable.
Yes.
And to spend much more that he can to really understand where he stacks.
Yes.
Like when you spend $50,000, $50K a month, you're getting 150, MER of 3, it's good for you. Okay, let's double the budget. 100, you are at 300. Okay, great, let's double the budget. You will get to a point that you're stuck, and then you need to understand what is going on. Okay, what I need to improve in my website, what I need to improve in my campaigns.
Period, you have a lot to do with, with a much more precise looking and optimization on the campaign performance.
Yeah.
This is not only, take, just launch some campaign and spend the money and you will see the good return on your investment. It won't happen like this. You'll have to do a lot of optimization in terms of campaigns, products, audiences.
I know, but when you start scaling, or you will see this, what you're saying, you need to do a lot of changes after 1 day, or maybe it will take 30 days. You need to understand that. But a lot of people are working on ROAS, and if the ROAS goes down on Meta, for example, they're stopping. But you need to understand, okay.
But I think it's like you take a specific example when you have like a winning campaign or winning creative, and let's push the gas button and let's try to scale, and it's working good. Most of the time, it won't work like that.
Yeah.
I think in most cases, what you will have to do is to get deeper understanding about what's working in the campaigns, what products you sell better, and make some optimization in order to keep the scale while you save your media efficiency ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that easy.
Yeah, but you're doing this step and then you go back, okay, what I need to change? Okay, let's try again, and then what I need to change. All the time this cycle is happening, or all the time the optimization is happening.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to 3, the signals. We need to start it with the signals, but it's 3 for us.
I think it's very basic.
The most important thing, I think, because if the algorithms of Meta and Google, the super smart algorithms, doesn't know what is your KPI or what is your main goal, it won't work. So
it might work in,
it won't work when scaling.
Yes.
Eventually it will stuck in your every day that goes by is like a big day, because all this data is like going. It's not like going to the garbage, but you're optimizing your campaign, for example, on 2 carts.
I think
the algorithm doesn't know what you want from him.
I think beyond the 2 carts example, I think the easiest example is about lead, and like lead
going to the sale.
Yeah.
The MQL, for example, marketing qualified lead.
Yeah. Exactly.
But if you're looking at e-commerce, most of the audits that I'm doing, I'm seeing a lot of campaigns that are running on 2 primary events.
Wow, this is very bad.
In Google.
Yes.
Like, okay, you're running on purchase and another purchase. Okay, the algorithm thinks is great, but eventually it's like you need to split it into half, or I don't know, 60%.
Yes.
So just make sure you're running on the right signal with the conversion API, with the enhanced conversion of Google,
as
with
much
everything.
Data as possible.
When we're talking on United States, it's super, super important because of all the restrictions that there is in the United States, like CCPA, and in Europe we have the GDPR, and you have a lot of people that working with the iPhone, with the iOS. iOS automatically blocks this.
More
cookies.
than that, when you run on a specific event, the platform might get some signals that's relevant for this event. Let's take leads, for example. So the creatives that brings you most of the creative, or the biggest number of leads, will get most of the budget, while the quality of those leads won't be that high. Because, in terms of what you show in the creative, maybe you don't show the price, and in the same time, you have a better creative that convert better in terms of sales. But since you don't tracking or trying to optimize toward the sale, Meta will still prefer the creatives that gives you more leads than sales.
Yes.
I hope I was clear.
Yeah, super clear. Okay, 4, we're going on creative.
Yes.
Especially when we are talking about Andromeda of Meta.
And especially when you talk about Meta.
This subject is for Meta, especially. I don't know how much we need to do another episode on that.
Yes.
But the creative diversification is super, super important. I don't care about what business you have. Every business can create 50, 60, 70 creatives, and there is a lot of different people that can buy from this business.
Yeah, I think, but not only you need to diversify your creative portfolio, and not only you need to make, let's say, some good amount of quantity. I think the creative needs to be made with a lot of thinking.
Thinking in type of which users you want to see. You want
like
them
segment,
to see this ad.
Your persona.
Yes.
When you understand the motivator behind your, let's say, potential clients. Google call it the intent. In Meta, they call it the motivator. But you need to understand what makes people buy from you, and you need to talk to those people, to their pain points, if they know their pain points. Sometimes they don't. But let's say in
You know
2026,
how can you know the pain points of your clients? Just call them.
yes, you can call them.
Call
you
them.
can use survey, but call them. It's definitely the best way to
The
do
most
it.
effective way.
Yeah, and I think in 2026, as we all know, creative is our new targeting. We don't need to do the targeting in the ad set level. We just came from auditing account that you can see that each creative talking to a different segment. One talking to a makeup artist. One talking
Algorithm just find them.
One talking to photography. One talking to a gym
owners.
And you can see that the algorithm doing very good job when you target your segment or your audience in terms of creative elements.
Exactly. So your job as business owners is to find the time to really understand your avatars and to really understand how can you create, I don't know, I love the numbers because it's a good KPI for every business owner. Let's say, I don't know, we want to create 10 different creatives every month. It can be static. It's a lot.
I saw someone.
It can be static, but most of the creatives, 70% of them needs to be video.
Yeah, I think you need to think more in terms of weekly creative. I think to make some number in a monthly creative, it's not enough. You need each week to generate new creative. And there's a lot of documentations that Meta sharing with the advertiser that will help them in ways to think about new creatives and find a way how you can, diversify the creative. So yeah, you need to do it on a weekly basis.
Okay. The last part is we need to add one more platform for 2026, maybe two, but let's talk about one. I know most of the advertisers are working with Google and Meta. Don't forget that every year those platforms are getting much more expensive.
Yes.
In type of, I don't know, 15%. How much you saw on your audit? 15%, 13%.
I think like 17.
The CPM went up how much? 17?
17 year to year. We checked in November.
You checked all the media spent, like all the 60 million, something like this?
Yes, in Meta and around 11% on Google Ads.
Okay, so think about it. Like if you want to stay on those two platforms, your like funnel or your website or whatever needs to be better in 15%.
Better conversion rate, better creative, better media buying.
We're not saying that don't do that, but you need to think about another platform.
I think there's two methods. I think one method will say double down on what's working for you, because no doubt that there are businesses that can work very good with Google Ads and it will give them enough job. And there's businesses that can work enough with Meta. And there's the other method that says, okay, it's nice that you have this platform or this channel working for you, but always try to make the next channel working for you. And you need to work on the next step that will help you to bring more clients to your business.
You said it right.
Okay.
First episode of our lovable podcast. Idan, thank you.
Thank you, Amitai.